Greetings and welcome all to another adventures. To another episode of Let's Play Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition Hordes of the Underdark. When last we left off, well, we had a little bit more talking with the steer and all that, and went on a bit of a shopping spree, which we are still a bit in the business of. Right, you have nothing to say. Drow female. Let's have a bit of look around before we go into buildings. But your movement speed is decreased. Why are you slow? Him, I believe. Why are you slow? You're not at the weight limits. Dock workers. Did you have anything to say?
Hello.
Here we have. Certainly, Phelan. What would you like? I just wish to warn you, when we are at the docks, be careful. The Dark River is the key to lift Mathijssa's defensibility. There's no army can cross it. The rivers are poison and the creatures within it deadly. You think this river will stop the army of the Sorcerers? It will stop them from attacking from this side of the city. There are no bridges across the Dark River. Any that get built are quickly washed away by the rising waters. The waters are poisonous and the currents deadly swift. Only the most skilled boatmen can go from one bank to another without being dragged down to a watery grave. So how are we supposed to cross it? If you wish to cross, simply look for Cavalas. He's called the boatman in these parts simply because he possesses the only craft capable of crossing the Dark River's waters. I would suggest caution when dealing with Cavalas, however. He is a bit strange, I must admit. Indeed. There's something unsettling about this cloaked and hooded figure. Right, well. This is the Lithmythar pop-up house. Let's go inside. Gets a little bit drunk.
Well met.
It looks like everyone is already in good spirits. Ooh, a named character. Well, definitely want to talk with them. Though her clothes are somewhat worn, this drow female is obviously no mere noble. Despite her shabby state and meager surroundings, she still exudes an air of arrogant confidence. So you are the rival that the seer believes will save us all? But at least you're not a male. Still, I'm not impressed. Who are you? The drow suddenly laughs. I find you amusing for a servicer. I am Mathijssa, matron mother of House Dani. At least what's left of it, she points to two nearby guards. As you can see, House Dani has fallen hard times indeed. I don't even have a daughter plotting to overthrow me, and nothing for her to claim if she did. What happened to House Dani? We made the mistake of challenging the Sorceress. Unlike House Mayfair, we had no ancestral home outside the cities we could retreat to. Our armies were slaughtered, my daughters hunted down and slain one by one by the Red Sisters, assassins who served the Sorceress. Only I escaped. Alone except my last two bodyguards, I came like a beggar to the door of House Mayfair. Once our bitter rival, now our ally against the Sorceress, a fate far more humiliating than death. House Mayfair gave me shelter, they brought me here with them, and they fled the city. Now I sit and wait for their own final fall. I may enjoy it even as they enjoyed mine. They took you in and now you revel in their destruction? They took me in so they could gloat over my defeat. The matron mother of House Mayfair helped me escape only to prolong my suffering. My misery brings us some small measure of joy. I know this because I would have done the same if our positions had been reversed. And I endured humiliation because I knew I would get to witness House Mayfair's own destruction. Tell me about House Mayfair. They're a doomed and desperate house. They've allowed these refugees, followers of Alistair no less, to make camp on their ancestral home. The matron mother still clings to the pathetic belief that she may somehow survive what lies ahead. She has even banished her own daughter for fear of the girl trying to take over. Her daughter? Yes, her daughter Cecilia, matron Myron's sole surviving heir. She's in Mayfair's public house living in exile while her mother keeps herself locked away in the tower to the north. The Cecilia is ambitious, and given the failing fortunes of the house's seats, a coup are easily sown. Myron is afraid of her daughter, but she's also afraid to have her killed. So she keeps her alive, at a safe distance. It increases House Mayfair's chance of survival if either mother or daughter is slain. The other might somehow escape, though I wouldn't count on it. Let's ask something else. Once my gods would have taken your tongue for daring to ask a matron mother of House Diana a question without permission. Now, go ahead, ask and I will answer. What do you know about the Sorceress? He is what every matron mother wishes to become. Powerful, ruthless, driving her enemies before her in a war of conquest and destruction. Though I despise her, I also admire her. I saw the full extent of her power when she leveled House Diana, and she has grown stronger since. You cannot defeat her, nobody can. House Mayfair and the Seer are both doomed. Tell me about the Seer. He gives a snort of contempt. She is a follower of Alistair, that is all you need to know. She's an affront to everything the matron models stand for. That is why I find these last days of House Mayfair so delicious. Forced to side with the followers of Alistair, a desperate, futile act of self-preservation. But House Mayfair cannot escape its fate. Like House Diana, it will fall before the Sorceress, and nothing, not the Seer, not even you, can stop its destruction. What can you tell me about the camp? The camp is doomed. The Seer foolishly places her hopes in you, and the House Mayfair is desperate enough to join them. An alliance of enemies united against a foe that will eradicate them all. But I have seen the full scope of the Sorceress's power. Everyone here will be destroyed, that is why I'm here. Watch others fall as House Diana fell, but revel in their destruction. I'll be going now. Go, stay, what do I care? Everyone in this camp is doomed anyway. I'm just here to enjoy the suffering. He's such a blessed lady. Right, so the daughter of House Mayfair should be here somewhere then. Seeing him. Ooh, loot bag. Is trapped. Yeah, it's got some stuff. Guess it must be another public house then. As our journal is filled up with lots of nice little potential quests. Right, so Temple of Loath, the Mayfair Public House. Have a look at the Ale Gardens. It appears these drow are having some kind of drinking contest with this Neverwinter servant. The Swerve looks like he's enjoying it. Lish, no more. no more. Come on, Swerve. Drink up. I want that record. Ooh, look at him go. He cannot think that gnome likes drinking no more. You gonna help him, boss? Definitely looks at you with tormented eyes. Please, no more. I can take no more. Hey, what's going on here? The drow turns to face you, obviously annoyed at the interruption. Can't you see we're busy here? My serf only needs 4 more ales to break the camp record for most drinks in one day. We'll never make it. That Swerve set the record twice. Was twice this run size, and he died the next day from alcohol poisoning. That's enough. No sense wasting good ale on a servant. Ah, maybe this elven servicer has a point. Besides, I'm bored. Let's go find something else to do. Thank you, kind mistress. One more drink would have been the death of me. Excuse me, I pass out. Way to go, boss, but he cannot want to be around when he wakes up. He's going to have one big headache. Oh, we pick up good.
My greetings.
The bartender scowls at you. You're about that seer that follows us and astray, aren't you? You don't see too many of your kind here in this part of the camp. We'll tolerate your presence here since we all want to see the Sorcerer stopped, but it doesn't mean we have to like you or us to see her. Now go away. I'm busy. Alright. Well, we've done our good deed for the day.
Prepare to become one.
Let's go into the public house. Also, training grounds. We should probably check out. Alright, so this is in Mayfair. And something glowing in the back. Well, will anyone care if I touch this? Antidotes, health shops, sure.
No, I'm carrying far too much useless garbage. I'm going to have to dump some of this.
So I figured the reason why they are being so slow is because they are in detect mode. Let's go out and talk with the wayward daughter.
Get on with it.
This female drow appears younger than many of the others in camp, though it is obvious from her bearing that she is a person of importance. So you are the rival the seer has put her faith in? Mathijssa Fennig, isn't it? My name is Sorcerer, only daughter and sole surviving heir to Matron Myrun of House Mayfair. I was hoping you would come to see me. I have an offer for you, but it would draw too much attention if I'd sought you out. Since you stumbled over to me. An offer? What kind of offer? House Mayfair, my house, has fallen on hard times. Matron Myrun, my mother, has brought us to the very brink of destruction. Many believe it's time for a change. Many believe I should rule. Of course, my mother is no fool. She understands the danger I represent, which is why she exiled me from the tower where she now dwells. She thinks she's safe behind the high walls. Your own mother kicks you out? That's sad. Speaking sorry for you, drow lady. She may have kicked me out, but she underestimated me. I have more support than she knows. And all I need to complete my coup is an assassin powerful enough to kill her and her bodyguard. Deacon takes it back. Your mother be smart to kick you out. You is scary. You're pretty open about this. Aren't you afraid of being found out? Matron Myron already suspects I'm plotting against her, but rumors and hearsay aren't enough to make her act. You can't kill off her last surviving heir without indisputable proof. If you were to tell her what I told you, it would just be another unsubstantiated rumor. She's not going to move against me based on anything you tell her. What's in this for me? There are the usual compensations, of course. Gold or powerful magical items. But helping me is also in your best interest, and the interest of the seer. I know my mother. She doesn't believe we can defeat the Valkyries, and she's afraid. Do you really believe she will be fighting by your seer's side when the Valkyries attacks? Matron Myron will betray your seer the first chance he gets. I, however, actually believe we can defeat the Valkyries. I won't turn on my allies at the first sign of trouble. Why should I believe someone trying to kill her own mother? Consider this, Mathijssa. Matron Myron has lost her ambition. She'd rather serve the Valkyries than die. I still have my ambition, and I won't bow so easily before I come an enemy. Well, that's a flimsy excuse, but all I have to go on, really. So what do? Plan is simple enough. I will give you my signet ring. Take this to the guards outside my mother's tower to the north. They've already sworn their allegiance to me. Show them the ring, and they will let you into the tower when they summon my mother and her guard Tepimar. When they arrive, kill them. If you do this, you'll be amply rewarded. 20,000 gold pieces, not to mention the knowledge that House Maeve will stand with you when the Valkyries comes. Okay, I'll do it. The drow smiles, and you can't help but feel a chill. Excellent. Take my signet ring and show it to the guards by the tower to the north. After that, the rest is up to you. Satisfied that she has what she wants from you, the city dismisses you with a simple wave of the hand. I have a fiery blood of a demon in my veins, but sometimes the things the drow are willing to do makes even my blood run cold. Yeah, well, typical drow fare, yada yada yada. Does this lead outside? Yes. Let's head over to the training grounds. If we talk to you,
I greet you.
Commander Imloth. Right, he probably has some knowledge to impart.
Commander Imloth, at your service. Is there anything you need? I'm pretty busy training my troops, but I can spare a few moments if it'll help you against the Valkyries and her followers.
I'm looking for allies against the Valkyries. I'm afraid I can't help you there. Our defenses are thin enough as it is. I can't spare a single recruit. Not like any of us common soldiers would be much use against you anyway. My soldiers are effective in large numbers, but little more than fodder at 1-on-1. I just hope they can stand up to those monsters Valkyries can throw at us. Can you tell me about the army of the Valkyries? The Valkyries command some massive army. It's not just a drow follower. They recruit all sorts of underdark creatures to our cause. Beholders, Heritage, and even the undead. Alright, tell me about Beholders. The information we have is the Hive of Beholders is somewhere to the west. Off here has aligned itself with the Valkyries. That's the bad news. Even one Beholder is more trouble than I like. Of course, all our problems could be solved if someone could kill off the Beholder tyrant that rules the Hive. Without her, the entire colony would collapse, and the Valkyries would lose their Beholder allies. Right, any advice for fighting a Beholder? Try to find some magic resistance to protect against those beams that shoot from their eyes. Their rays can cause pain, death, paralysis, disintegration, but you get the idea. If possible, try to get in close. The bolters can use their eye beams and spells in battle, but in close-up physical combat they are not nearly as effective. What about the Illithid? You probably know them better as mind flayers. You know those creatures with the tentacles? The Valkyries must have convinced the Elder Brain to side with them. Elder Brains? The Illithid live in scattered colonies, each one ruled by a giant Elder Brain. The communities aren't isolated. The brains all communicate with each other, and they all work together. If it was a simple matter of killing off an Elder Brain, we could just attack and sort of like move to the west. But that won't stop other Illithids from joining the Valkyries. If you could negotiate with the Elder Brains, we might be able to convince them to abandon the Valkyries. But to do that, someone has to go into the Zorvak Moor. I could go negotiate with the Zorvak Moor Elder Brain. Go into an Illithid settlement. You're braver than I am, Mathijssa. I better give you some tips in case things don't go so smoothly. You have to find some way to shield your mind against them. The mind flayers are physically weak, but they can destroy your mind with their thoughts. Because their powers not much use against creatures with no mind of their own, like undead or golems. The Illithid are terrified of those kinds of creatures. Don't tell me about the undead. There are reports of undead moving from the caverns to the west to join with the Valkyries and their forces. There's like some type of cult behind it, though we don't have any details. A few times we got reports of undead on the move. We tried to sneak attack, hoping to thin their numbers. But we didn't stand a chance, especially against the vampires. Vampires aren't easy to kill. The undead are immune to most normal attacks, and even magic has limited effect. And even if we manage to take down one of the vampire leaders, we'll know they'll be back. That vampire just turns to the cloud of mist and flies away. The only way to kill them for good is to catch one in its coffin and drag a stake through its black heart. Problem is, we don't even know where those coffins are, and even if we did, I doubt we'd be able to get to them. That's more kind of a job for heroes like you, Mathijssa. Other questions? Don't bet yourself. Not much to tell, really. As you can see, I'm one of the Drow. Like most here, I spent my early years as part of the Drow society. Savage world, cruel and senseless violence. I distinguished myself in battle, and the matron mother of my house elevated me to the position of prominence in her army. But despite my success, I knew something was wrong with my life. We Drow are a corrupt people. Our own evil consumes us. It devours us. I knew I had to escape. I fled Drow society, searching for the worshippers of Elistray, hoping to find a better way. In time, my search brought me here, to the Seer and her followers. Now I use my experience to train others so they can help in the fight against the Valkyries in our army. I'll be going now. Right. What's this all about? The Rough Herder.
Well met.
And rough. Alright, so at least we're not gonna go hungry, I guess. Right, let's clear out the inventory of my of Valen. And then let's see about stuff to do.
Well met.
Alright. We have no need of the Sandstorm, the Armor of Command. I can give you the Cloak of Ao. Does nothing. Because this already gives you deflection modifier, right? Gives you an extra point in Constitution, so that's useful. Well, may as well buy these. For a little bit more power. Chainmail speed. Light crossbow you don't need. You're not good with them. Ash of shimmering. Don't need it anymore, but can't bring myself to part with it. Anything else? I don't think he has anything else I particularly need or want, but at least clears up some of the inventory space. I don't think Deacon can even use the... he can use the bearer shield. And now you can keep it then. You won't buy the that stuff. Well, sell some of this governance. I suppose I can sell some of my staves. I should really order my staves into something a little bit more tightly packed. Staff of defense. Probably will not use that. Staff of power. Staff of command, right up to the spell staff. And that has situational uses. Staff of command. For the immunity, I might want to keep it. And the crossbow of the unicorn is just useful to have on hand as is. This box probably is a little bit heavy. Not going to be using it for anything specific. Right, let's just sell. Not happy with me. Staff of defense is of no real use to me. You can also have scale. I don't think I need to get rid of anything else particularly. Yeah, I just need to spend some time ordering stuff. Do I want to go for the nymph cloak? Charisma +6 would be nice. But it's not that big of an enhancement. Alright, well, at least it's something. Alright, let's see if we can do this. Let's do a little bit of preparation. And Alas, that'll have to wait until next time. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoy my content, please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all then. Bye.